Welcome to the Friends Podcast here with another prospect spotlight this year with this time with 2028 guard Aaron Bryant with Paul the Six and Team Takeover. Aaron, how are we feeling today?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How about you?
Good, man. How have the preseason workouts been for you so far? Everything good?
Yeah, they've been great. Just trying to stay the course, learning.
There you go. All right. Well, that you're at a good place to learn for sure. So, let's get started with the warm up. So, what's your favorite sports drink?
I gotta go with Blue Powerade,
Okay. Uh, PS5, Xbox, or PC?
PS5.
Best basketball shoe and best non-hooping shoe.
I'd probably say Kobe Grinches and Air Jordan ones.
Okay. Any particular color?
Um, just the original red, white. But
Okay. Give me your favorite meal. So entree, appetizer, dessert, drink, all that.
honestly, I like to keep it simple, so probably just some chicken tenders and fries, and probably an appetizer, uh, chips and dip with uh, I think it's guacamole, and then dessert probably Oreo milkshake.
Okay. Keep it super simple. Nah, I like it. Favorite basketball environment to play in so far.
Um, Probably Spooky Nook.
Okay.
Spooky Nook.
Any reason for that?
Uh, I just like m my first couple of games were in Spooky Nook, or my first big games were in Spooky Nook. So I just liked how a lot of people would come to the game. So
Hmm. Yeah, no, a lot of fans out there for sure. All right. I don't know if you've done this before. Have you dunked yet?
no, I haven't dunked in game yet, but I can dunk, but just I haven't dunked in game yet.
Well, tell me about your first dunk then.
Yeah, I dunked in warm ups. It was when we played Team Mellow. I think it was the first session of a junior Peach Jam.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so we're gonna get into the real meat and potato questions here. So how did you get started in the game? Did your family play? What got you on this started on this journey?
Yeah, so I started in my sixth grade year. I was just playing it at recess, and I just liked how competitive it was, so I kind of just picked it up. Um, yeah, and then my dad just he kind of started teaching me how to play, so I just started to like it.
Do you have a similar like game to his, like similar style of play, or are you totally different players there?
Yeah, I definitely hear that a lot. That people say that we definitely play like so.
Okay, gotcha. You can tell he's your daddy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Talk about the sports that you did before basketball, because I heard you did some interesting stuff.
Yeah, I did Taekwondo, so I did martial arts for a little bit, actually for most of the time, and then while I was doing that, I did soccer, track, and I even did football for a little bit. So
Gotcha. Yeah, Taekwondo is super rare. How do you feel like those sports kind of helped you with your game now, whether that's the mental side of it or like the physical athletic side of it?
yeah, I know Taekwondo. It definitely helped me as far as my discipline and just working hard because I did Taekwondo for about like 5 or 6 years, like before basketball, and the teachers there were pretty strict, so I kind of had to be very disciplined when I work. So,
Gotcha. No, that's always good, man. Who do you model your game after?
if I'm gonna be honest, I don't really think I pattern my game after anyone, but as far as like my mindset, I'd probably say just Kobe and Michael Jordan, just the way they looked at the game and how they worked and their mindset and their confidence.
Hmm. Nah, those those are two of the most confident players to ever pick up a basketball for sure. So let's self-scout here. Tell me about some of your strengths, some of your weaknesses, and then I'll give you some feedback.
I think one of my strengths is I'm able to shoot the ball pretty well. I can pass. I can facilitate, and I think one of my weaknesses is my strength. I'm working on it right now, but yeah, definitely I'm lacking in a lot of strengths right now for the high school level. So
I think you hit it on the head for the most part. I think you're a really good shooter, and that allows you to be on or off the ball, gives you some like flexibility, allows you to earn some minutes earlier on. when I came through the open gym. It's not always that you see a freshman. It's not always you see the leaders on the team actively looking for a freshman on the perimeter to hit some shots. I think offensively, if you're able to kind of set up some of your driving angles, whether that's coming off like going towards the screen and then kind of faking it, getting downhill, kind of creating those angles to get by your guy until you add that strength that you mentioned, I think will be a big kind of game changer for you. Talk about the day of a game. Like, how do you prepare for each game the day of? What goes into your process? Do you have one?
Yeah, so I like to get a good breakfast in. But as far as like stretches or anything like that, I don't really do for a game. But I probably say on the way to the game, I like to get a good nap in for the game. So yeah.
I got you. What's some differences in the game at the high school level versus high school and AAU? You haven't played a full game yet, but you played fall ball, playing some tournaments, stuff like that. So talk about that, like the differences in the levels.
Yeah, I'd probably just say the physicality and the maturity. I think middle school ball, there's a lot of plays where there's like it's like what did he even do? But in high school, there's a lot of people who make mature plays with the ball. So
Talk about the difference in role. Again, this season hasn't started your freshman year, but the role that you think you'll have with PVI versus your role with your AAU team with Team Takeover.
yeah, I think with eighth grade or when I was at eighth grade, I feel like I was more of just a shooter and I wouldn't play on the ball that much. But I think PVI is gonna have me playing point guard a lot more because I'm not, the strongest or the fastest or the tallest. So I'm gonna have to bring the ball up and make plays for my team.
Talk about the process of choosing PVI. There's a lot of good schools in the area. You're not originally from this area, so kind of talk about how you got here and what were some key factors, I guess, in your decision making process.
Yeah. So Coach Vest and Coach Demar, they're coaches at PVI. They came to one of my PYBL games, and that's how we kind of got in contact. So yeah, they just gave me tips on when I would shadow and when I would come to practice. And my shadow days and my practice days were cool because I got to see how great of a culture it was at PVI, just the brotherhood. And the days that I would practice, I just saw how great of a Coach Frello was. So, oh yeah, and also PVI is like 5 minutes away from my house, so it's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah. I was speaking with your father, and he's like, honestly, like we moved up here without even thinking of like living near a high school. That wasn't really a priority in your guys' process. So what what a blessing for Coach Farrell and his staff that it worked
Yeah,
out like that. Talk about choosing your AAU team with Team Takeover. Why them?
yeah. So just growing up in basketball, um, in the DMV especially, you start to hear a lot about Team Takeover. So I started Team Takeover was one of the best programs in the area. So I just wanted to play for them. Um, yeah, that's just kind of how it happened. I just went to tryouts and I made it.
Yeah, no, it's a culture fit. Like you feel like there's a culture and kind of coach fit too. Did you feel like you got better over that year?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. One of the main reasons I wanted to go to Takeover was because Coach Emil, he coached eighth grade, and I just wanted to get better at defense because I know he's huge on defense. And I just knew my defense needed to get better. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons.
Talk about a time that you've faced adversity, either in life or with your, basketball career, and some tools that you used to navigate through that time period.
Yeah, I'd probably just say um, coming up in the DMV, especially getting King of Summer, there's like a lot of hate. Um, but I just found a way to navigate through that. Because I have a great support system with my family and the people around me, so they just supported me through everything.
Okay. Tell me about your gym schedule. What parts of your game have you been working on the most? What do you feel like you've added to your game since the end of the eighth grade year?
Yeah, so I'm definitely in the gym trying to get stronger and get bigger. I've already gained a couple pounds, but I'm still trying to stay in the gym as much as I can before school, after school, just trying to get stronger.
Okay. What do you do that makes you stand out from the competition, and how do you think you'll contribute to winning?
Yeah, I probably just say my ability to make shots in the pass. Um, yeah, yeah, probably just my shooting ability and to make nice passes.
Okay. Tell me about a part of your game that you feel like kind of flies under the radar or is undervalued by people like me.
I probably say my defensive rebounding. Um, before my eighth grade year, I wasn't that good of a defender or rebounder, but Coach Jamil really helped me a lot going into high school. So I'd probably just say I'm a lot more aggressive on defense. Just someone to look after and to take care of the ball when you're playing against them on offense. So
Makes sense. Tell me, so we're talking physical spots. What parts of the floor do you feel the most comfortable right now? And then what parts of the floor do you feel like the least comfortable that you really need to work on being able to operate from that spot on the floor?
yeah, I feel the most comfortable at the top of the key because I go either way, right or left, and also I make the most shots at top of the key. A place I feel least comfortable is probably the corner because it's easy to get trapped in those areas. So
Hmm. Gotcha. Yeah, you gotta move off the catch quickly there for sure. Rank these three in order of importance to you. So one being the most important, and then kind of working your way down, relatively speaking. Game-winning assist, game-winning bucket, game-winning defensive stop.
I probably say defensive stop and then bucket and then assist. Yeah.
Okay. What are some things that you value, both on and off the court, as a person and as a basketball player? What are some values that are really important to you?
Probably just working hard and staying truth to what you do and what you choose to do. So yeah, I just think probably just working hard and just yeah, just being truthful.
So we're a long way away from this point, and we're definitely not going to talk about like individual schools, but what are some things that you think will factor into your college decision process as far as like is, um, the style of coaching like that you think you really need to kind of develop and get better and contribute? Is there a certain play style that really works for you? Do you want to live close by? Do you want to maybe branch out and go across the country? And any factors that you're thinking about down the line, or is that too far away to consider?
Yeah, I probably just say a coach that would or yeah, probably just a good coach who would give me freedom on offense just so long as I play good defense and just a great education for the program. So yeah.
Tell me about some of your interests and hobbies off the court.
Uh, I like to play on my PS5 and I like to hang out with my family. Like every weekend we have this thing called movie night where we kind of just all come together as a family. We just watch movies.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, ooh, probably Across Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
probably
the most trash movie that your family's made you watch? Because I know there's got to be one.
Trash Family.
No, I'm saying like the least favorite movie that they made you watch.
Uh, I don't really like Beetlejuice that much. Yeah, uh, I don't really like Beetlejuice.
That's a good call. I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. If basketball didn't work out for you, God forbid your career ended tomorrow, what would your plan be at that point?
Yeah, I have a I really like biology and science, so I think I would try and become a physicist if I could.
Okay. Give me some of your goals, either personal goals, individual goals, or team goals for this upcoming season, both high school and AAU.
Yeah, just probably for the team, I'd probably just say to win the WCAC championship. Um, and for me, I'd probably just say just to help contribute, um, and help us win the WCAC championship.
If someone gifted you, 100,000, 500,000, million, how would you spend that?
Um, I probably I probably pay for education, for college or for school, just anything that's education.
Okay. You wouldn't buy a Ferrari or nothing?
No, no.
All right. What has been your happiest moment so far on a basketball court?
Uh, Probably on my birthday in the PYBL, I scored 30, so it was kind of a cool moment because I was able to score 30 on my birthday and go back home to cakes and candles. So
Hmm. No, that's big time.
yeah.
Um, when you watch film, either of yourself or maybe when you're just watching games on the TV, what kind of nuances or what things are you looking out for to learn from, college players and pro players that play your position?
Yeah, just probably the type of reads that they make, off the pick and roll or just going up the lane when they drive, just seeing who they pull in when they drive the defense and just like how they manipulate the defense, kind of.
Okay. So as a member of the 757 that's moved up here, do you first part of it is do you consider yourself DMV now? And regardless of the answer to that, what sets the DMV apart from other hotbeds across the country?
Yeah, I'm definitely DMV all the way now, but every time I come back here, it feels like home. But I'd probably say one thing that sets the DMV apart is just how aggressive they are and how physically gifted and talented they are as far as basketball. You can't come to the DMV without having your mind right or bringing your best game. So yeah, that's probably one of the best things about DMV.
You gotta have heart if you're gonna compete out here for sure. So really appreciate the time today, man. One more question before we get you out of here. What is your why? Why do you work so hard at the game? Why do you sacrifice so much of your time for it? Why is it so important to you? Kind of what is your why?
Yeah, my my cousin, she's autistic, so if I make it, I would want to I would just want to give her um a great education or just a place where she's safe and can grow and learn for the rest of her life. And also, I'd probably just want to get a scholarship to a college, so my parents wouldn't have to pay for education.
Cool. It's big time. What's her name? Let's shout out your cousin here.
Uh, Wait, hold on. Shout out Jonah. Shout out Jonah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron Bryant, really, really appreciate the time. Look forward to watching you the next 4 years at PVI, man. Take care.
Yes, sir. Thanks. Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.